HOA keeps reporting me to police officer. I don't belong to that HOA and this land is mine. Have you ever been hounded for something that's rightfully yours, only to have someone else claim it with zero proof? That's exactly what happened to Sarah Thompson, a fiercely independent single mother who found herself at war with a power-hungry HOA that insisted her property fell under their iron grip. What started as a simple misunderstanding spiraled into a battle of principle, pride, and property lines, with the police caught in the middle and a shocking twist that turned the tables. Sarah had lived on her 5-acre plot on the outskirts of Willow Creek for over a decade, a haven she'd carved out after years of saving. Her cozy farmhouse, surrounded by wildflowers and a vegetable garden, was her sanctuary, a place where she raised her daughter, Lily, and ran a small online business selling handmade candles. The land had been in her family for generations, passed down from her grandparents, free of any HOA entanglements. Or so she thought. One crisp autumn morning, a letter arrived from the Willow Creek HOA demanding she comply with their landscaping rules or face fines. Confused, Sarah tossed it aside, assuming it was a mistake. Her land wasn't part of their gated community a mile down the road. But the letters kept coming, each more threatening than the last, until one day a police officer knocked on her door. The HOA had reported her for trespassing on her own land, claiming it was part of their jurisdiction. Sarah's blood boiled. How could they claim her home? She showed the officer her deed, clear as day, proving her ownership. He apologized, tipped his hat, and left, but the HOA wasn't done. They kept calling the police, accusing her of everything from unauthorized fencing to illegal land use. Sarah was caught in a nightmare where her own home was under siege. Determined to fight back, Sarah dove into research. She pulled her property records, surveyed her land, and confirmed with the county that her parcel was outside the HOA's boundaries. Armed with documents, she attended a Willow Creek HOA board meeting, expecting to set the record straight. Instead, she met Karen Whitaker, the HOA president, a woman with a perm as tight as her grip on power. Karen, with a smug smile, waved a blurry, outdated map, insisting Sarah's land was annexed into the HOA years ago during a supposed boundary expansion. "You're one of us now," Karen said, her voice dripping with condescension. "Pay the dues, follow the rules, or we'll make your life hell." Sarah's jaw dropped. Annexed? Without her consent? She demanded proof, but Karen deflected, citing community records no one could produce. The other board members nodded like obedient drones, unwilling to challenge their queen. Sarah stormed out, vowing to fight. She wasn't about to let some clipboard tyrant steal her freedom. That night, she posted about her ordeal on a local community forum, hoping for advice. To her surprise, a user named Ultimer76 reached out privately. He claimed to be a former Willow Creek resident with dirt on the HOA Big Dirt. The confrontation escalated when Sarah hired a lawyer, Emily Chin, a no-nonsense real estate attorney who smelled a rat. Emily dug into the HOA's records and uncovered a bombshell: there was no legal annexation. Karen's map was a fabrication, a doctored document meant to intimidate Sarah into compliance. But the twist didn't stop there. Ultimer76 revealed himself as George Harper, a retired surveyor who'd worked on Willow Creek's original development. He had copies of the authentic surveys, proving Sarah's land was never part of the HOA. George, it turned out, had left the community after clashing with Karen's father, the HOA's founder, over shady land deals decades ago. He'd kept the records as insurance, and now they were Sarah's secret weapon. Emily filed a lawsuit against the HOA for harassment and fraud, using George's surveys as evidence. The police, tired of the HOA's baseless complaints, started redirecting calls to Sarah's attorney. Karen's smugness began to crack as the HOA's legal fees piled up, draining their budget. The courtroom showdown was electric. Karen took the stand, her voice shrill as she doubled down, claiming Sarah was a squatter, destabilizing the community. But Emily dismantled her lies with surgical precision, presenting George's surveys, county records, and even testimonies from neighbors who confirmed Sarah's land was independent. The judge, visibly irritated by Karen's evasions, ruled in Sarah's favor, ordering the HOA to cease all contact and pay her legal fees. Karen's face turned ashen as the gavel fell. The HOA's reputation crumbled, and whispers spread that Karen had bullied other homeowners into compliance with similar tactics. Within weeks, a petition circulated to remove her from the board. By spring, Karen resigned, humiliated, and the HOA rewrote its bylaws to prevent future overreach. Sarah's victory wasn't just personal, it sparked a reckoning for the entire community. Sarah stood on her porch, watching Lily play in the garden, her heart lighter than it had been in months. She'd fought for her home and won, proving one woman's resolve could topple a tyrant. Her story spread online, inspiring others to challenge overzealous HOAs. She even started a local group to help homeowners navigate property disputes, turning her pain into purpose. The land was hers, always had been, and no one could take that away. What would you do if someone tried to claim what's rightfully yours? Share your thoughts. Where do you draw the line between community rules and personal freedom?